and I think it's an important question. Is it okay to shit your pants? And I think we have to ask ourselves, firstly, is it okay to shit? And the answer to that is yes, of course it is okay to shit. You have to push the poop out of your butt because it's a very small space. Eventually you'll run out of room. The other question we have to ask is, are we, as a society, setting unrealistic expectations when it comes to the cleanliness of our pants? They have to get dirty sometimes.
Okay. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I despise Jordan Peterson until this. I think he's right. I think this defense of Caitlin Boo Boo Bennett is somewhat correct and acceptable. I take it back.
But the Marxist postmodernists are saying that pants should be clean all the time. But it's just not possible. And I think a lot of young men can...
Okay, not to get too into this, but the irony is that, like, people have talked about this before, where, like, they say Jordan Peterson is a postmodernist himself, especially in his, like, especially in the way that he, like, tries to describe the metaphysical nature of religion and justify religion in fairly postmodernist terms, right? And this analogy works so perfectly. This is TTS, by the way, for those of you who don't know. Like, because the postmodernists would not be the ones who are saying your pants should be clean all the time, but Jordan Peterson aligning against them would literally be saying, oh no, they're saying you need to keep your fucking pants clean all the time. When in fact, those would be the ones who would make this argument like, no, you don't need to keep your pants clean all the time. Who's to say your pants shouldn't have shit in it?
And empathize with that. And it's terrible. I get young men coming up to me all the time, and their pants are covered in poo-poo, and most of it has usually come from their own butt, and it's a travesty. It's very upsetting. Sometimes they've come hundreds of miles just to see me, and they're covered in shit. And people are saying, well, why not use adult diapers? But I've seen 15 years of studies, I've read all the literature, and the consensus seems to be that diapers themselves do not solve the problem. And what I'm proposing is something that the postmodernists are saying is radical, when in actuality, it has been a defining feature of civilization since the dawn of man. I am, of course, talking about pulling down your pants and shaking your bottom till all the poops fall out, because that is essentially getting to the root of the issue. My hope is that one day we can get rid of the pants altogether. It's like, okay, now we can just dump straight onto the ground. What else can we do? Well, we can feel a gentle breeze on our test.
Wait, he has to talk about fucking animals and how, like, a bear is not necessarily restricted by the confines of imaginary spaces. Neither is any other animal in the kingdom. If you believe a lobster would be relegated to pant wearing, you would be wrong.
Testicles. We can get rid of washing machines, and so there are other benefits. And I think young men are really responding to that message.
It's very good. Oh, man. Yeah, Jordan Peterson. You know this is a deep fake, right? It's a deep fake? Wait, what? I didn't realize that Jordan Peterson actually didn't make an argument about pant shitting, dude. What?
By the way,
Jordan Peterson makes a free bleeding argument about pooping. Free pooping. Hashtag free to